Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
And I am Khushi Gupta, the host of today's webinar. And our today's topic is how to hack happiness. And for representing this topic, we have a very renowned personality with us, Dr. Naina Kapoor. And I'm sure she'll definitely gonna tell us about each and every hack of happiness. She is a counseling psychologist and a relationship and parenting coach. And ma'am, I'm sure that today's your content will definitely gonna enrich all of our happiness. And today we're gonna know about each and every hack of happiness. Or शायद maybe आने वाले time में we'll find happiness in each and everything. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Khushi, for a very generous introduction. And I'm thankful to Webicon India for arranging this kind of show wherein we can openly talk and communicate about the most essential, I would say, and the most talked about word today, that's happiness. So hello to all the viewers who are watching right now. I'm Dr. Naina. As she's given already my introduction, I'm a counseling psychologist right now practicing counseling on many people, as well as I have a keen interest in writing. So the topic happiness is very close to my heart because it's also one of my PhD topic. So last year when I completed my PhD, I spent at least 6 years, you say, researching what happiness is. And one thing that I've come to know probably is that it is different for all human beings. If something makes me happy, then it's not necessary that the same thing makes you happy too. And I feel the kind of advertisement today people are doing with this word happiness, even pizza is selling with a name that a slice of happiness. So food can make you happy, people can make you happy, places can make you happy, and you, most importantly, what we're going to discuss today is how we ourselves can make us happy. So I feel that when I started my whole journey, I'd like to discuss a few bits and details because all the viewers that are watching would definitely like to know that where do I come from and why do I have such fondness for psychology and happiness. So I started my journey with graduation, wherein I was not very sure how would psychology treat me as. So definitely it was a very good experience. Of those 3 years were, I would say, the most wonderful years of my life, wherein I explored a lot of concepts and they came really close to my heart because I was still searching for my own identity and how things can define me and my experiences. तो दूसरे को जानने से बेहतर तो सबसे पहले हम खुद को जानते हैं. So that journey of self-awareness started when I started pursuing my graduation and post-graduation eventually. And then I felt very firmly that this is what is something that I want to do for the rest of my life also. Like, कुछ लोग पढ़ाई किसी और चीज में करते हैं and still they have that strive for something else, but I was very sure that I wanted to do something in this. And this being a very helping profession gives me a lot of opportunity to meet new people, to talk to them, and probably communicate in a way where I can be an instrument of making them understand how they can evaluate their own emotions on daily basis. So the journey is still continued, Khushiji. I am a keen learner and student of psychology, I would say, still till date. I keep learning. I want to learn. I have a quest for learning each and every day, whatever it brings to me. So yes, the topic is very close to my heart. Also, happiness is something that we all want in our lives. ऐसा कोई भी इंसान नहीं है जो ये नहीं चाहेगा कि वो खुश ना रहे. आपका तो नाम ही खुशी है खैर. आप तो yeah. So probably you're the most suited person with this kind of interaction that we are having. And I believe that yes, happiness is infectious, happiness is addictive in a way that we all want to be happy. Once we are happy, we want to be happy, and that's why I feel most of our goals, most of our outcomes are laid in a way to reach certain destination that brings us happiness. अब वो हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे कि हमें ये लगता है कि ये मिल जाएगा तो शायद हम खुश हो जाएंगे. Now this, now that, now this car, this mobile, this something. But yeah, they all have some contribution in making us feel pleasant. So what is happiness? To first define, happiness is a state where we experience a rush of very some hormones that make us feel good and pleasant within. So, and these hormones are secreted. Some of the hormones, we'll talk about the biology of happiness also, how, what are the neurotransmitters, what are the hormones and how they help us, and why certain things instantly make us happy. Now when you go closer to a baby or a puppy, you suddenly have a smile on your face. You don't force it, but then there are certain there are certain hormones that are triggered by the mere sight of them. So yes, there is a very, very strong biology related to it also. And so I'm very excited for today's interaction and talk show, and to know about your opinion, people's opinion, what do they think, and how I can be of any help to all of you.
Yeah. Exactly, ma'am. So ma'am, आपने जो भी बोला, I just I came to one point, and that is हम सबके mind में negative thoughts होते हैं, and that is very sure कि हाँ आप कहीं ना कहीं you are bullied somewhere, someone has teased you, right? And you are in some or the other trauma. So definitely negative thoughts kahin na kahin se aayega. But if you will gonna change, challenge those negative thoughts, so kahin na kahin you will come to happiness, right? So what is your opinion into that?
Yeah. So Khushi, what I tell you is that it's very easy to be overthinking or negative. Why I would say that it takes a lot of effort to believe, accept the reality, accept the challenges, make ourselves get going with it and be happy. So there is definitely an effort in what we say being happy, and there is absolutely no effort in being in that victimized position where you are always. I'm not talking about people who are going through some mental illness. I'm very sensitive, and they should not take it personally too. But yes, most of the times what I feel is that we are comfortable in our comfort zones, wherein we feel that, okay, fine, let someone come and comfort me, let people know that I'm sad, instead of making ourselves, अपने आप को बिल्कुल gather करके or going towards a goal. That's a tough thing, I feel. And it takes efforts for everyone to be happy always in their lives. No one can be happy all the time. We all have our moments. We all have ups and downs, highs and lows. In the morning, you might feel very angry or depressed over certain issues. Until the evening, you are singing, enjoy, and having a lot of fun. So human beings are very unpredictable. And one thing I know for sure that applies to everyone, when things go in our favor of what we had expected them to be, like you were talking about expectations, I feel that it gives us a lot of happiness. Okay, fine. Yeah, it gives us a lot of sense of accomplishment. पर जैसी चीजें हमारी सोच से, हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन से थोड़ा सा भी विदर होती हैं, I feel therein we step into overthinking or that probably that phase of negative thinking.
Yes, exactly. Accepting things as it is and not expecting. These are, I think, ये दो ऐसे ways हैं जिनसे happiness हमें मिल सकता है.
बहुत related है. और पर वही है कि अब सबके मन में है कि we are no monks or we are no Zen people. We are normal human beings, and when I talk to people, it's always that उससे expect नहीं करेंगे तो किससे करेंगे?
Yes.
So I'll just take a moment to have some water.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel that's very normal for each one of us to feel disappointed at times, to feel that our expectations are not met, and it's fine. I feel that also should be accepted.
Yes, yes. आपने ज्वाइन किया उससे पहले आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट कि हम सब लोग टू डू लिस्ट बनाते हैं, हमारे बड़े बड़े गोल्स होते हैं, हमारे बड़े बड़े एम्स होते हैं, बट रादर फोकसिंग ऑन टू डूज, ट्राई टू फोकस ऑन डिड लिस्ट, सो दैट रियलाइजेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर हैप्पीनेस, आई थिंक. या एग्जैक्टली.
आपको अपने देखो, इफ यू फील यू आर वन पर्सन, you have 24 hours like everyone else does. Yes. And if in those 24 hours you are not grateful for the things that you have been given, or probably not proud of the things that you have accomplished, then you're missing something in life greatly.
All right. Yes, definitely. Okay, so shall we move to our Q&A section?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so ma'am, my first question is, जैसा कि आपने बोला कि हैप्पीनेस हर किसी के लिए डिफरेंट राइट, बट इफ आई टॉक अबाउट कि इज देयर एनीथिंग जो हम सब कॉमन में शेयर करते हैं और जो हमें हमेशा हैप्पीनेस प्रोवाइड करती है?
ओके, अगर मैं प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन की बात करूं खुशी जी, तो आई थिंक अगर कोरोना वायरस की वैक्सीनेशन आ जाएगी तो हम सब बहुत ही खुश हो जाएंगे. सो प्रोबेबली द वन थिंग दैट will bring us a happiness at a mass level is the vaccine right now. But yes, I feel everyone in their lives want to be peaceful. They want to have good relationships, and we would want to have a lot of success. We would want to have a lot of self-awareness, and that's what is I will be talking greatly about today. That if you are aware of your own self, like, yes, it's important to enjoy your strengths and to recognize your weaknesses at the same point.
Yes.
So I would say that yes, it takes a lot to, बहुत courage लगता है अपनी weaknesses को accept करने के लिए, but to have that kind of reflection within and transparency within, that yes, like I would say I get angry, I overreact at some situations, but then before that reaction, before saying something hurtful to the other person, if I get some kind of awareness, not more, but I would say at least little bit, तो शायद वो hurtful behavior थोड़ा सा कम हो जाता है, हम थोड़ा peaceful रह पाते हैं. And I feel that one thing that everyone wants in life, everyone, is I would say health, good health, and good health is also related with happiness a lot, because the more you are happy, the more some hormones are triggered. There is dopamine, there is serotonin that is released, and you feel that okay, fine, you gain that strength to carry on with your life. So
yes,
definitely I would say good health. And then as I talked about good relationships, relationships I would say are very variable. They're not something we
constant.
Yes, that's constant, and this is supposed to be like this. Even with our own parents, I would say things are not predictable, whom we have been most of our life with. So yes, how can we expect it with other people? So it's more about knowing each other. It's more about assessing each other and supporting each other. What we should look for relationships today is not probably supposingly, if we are going to marry a person, that a good husband, a good wife, a good mother-in-law, or anything. But what we should look for is a better participant in your experiences. A person who can be a companion, who can understand you deeply and support you through the thick and thin of life.
Yes.
So one thing is good health, second is good relationships, and third I would say that brings happiness to everyone is a sense of accomplishment. When you achieve, when you accomplish, when you are praised, when you are recognized for your efforts, I think that brings in a lot of change in human beings.
Yes.
So, I have most of the time in my career I have been with kids. So I'll give you an example of some kids that आप जिस तरीके से उनको बोलते हैं उन पे बहुत असर पड़ता है. So however we communicate with other people lays a lot of impact on what can be, you know, probably जैसे marks मिलते थे स्कूल में, कॉपी चेक हो गई है, marks मिल रहे हैं. There would be one person who said that, you know, why are you looking outside the window, you know, पहले आपके marks इतने कम आए हैं. So then the person is embarrassed in front of so many people. And if you expect that person to change out of an insult, I feel that's we are expecting too much out of it. But then if it's said in a way that gives the other person encouragement and hope for the future, then the person will want to change. So our words count a lot in making someone feel accomplished. And definitely there is the sense of accomplishment that we all have. Like, you are doing so well in your career, you might every day feel that, okay, fine, things are happening according to me, and thank you God for every, the more you believe in yourself, the more confidence you have within, the more you achieve, things will turn out that way. But every day, if you start letting yourself down and expecting too much out of you, or saying, being a critique of your own self, I would say doing a very negative self-talk to oneself, it will definitely lay an impact. And you would not be doing things happily.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Ma'am, but people always used to find happiness in others, right? But I have heard that happiness is just like a motivation. Motivation comes within, and happiness also comes within. So is that true?
Yeah. So there are two factors that bring us happiness. Ones are the external factors and some are the internal factors. So external factors we've all talked about. Our relationships is an external factor. How we feel about them, however, is internal. That we'll talk about. Also, anything outside the body is external. Your job, your task, your food, your relationship, the people you're with, the kind of feeling that others give you, the interaction that you have with society and people, the community you are in, and all those things. Now, there are some internal factors. We call them self-esteem, we call them self-worth, we call them confidence and intrinsic motivation and all these things. So, अंदर की स्थिति बहुत मैटर करती है हमारी. No matter how the situation is, if you are still balanced within, I feel we find out ways for our own self. There is a lot of coping that happens. But then, if supposingly I would say that अंदर की स्थिति अगर हमारी परिस्थिति पे हावी होती है, then it can change a lot of things. कभी-कभी कोई normal situation होती है, but because you have had a bad day, because you are not feeling something well within, or there is some kind of disturbance inside, you tend to spoil the whole thing. Or sometimes the situation is very awkward, the situation is very unpleasant, but you are very firm inside. You feel that nothing can shake you, nothing can shake the balance that you are striving for. Then the things are totally different. So it's about how आपके अंदर की स्थिति या तो परिस्थिति पे हावी है या परिस्थिति आपकी स्थिति पे हावी है. So you need to understand before reacting, I would say, before, और हम लोग सब कर देते हैं. I mean, even me, I am very vocal with, very expressive with my own opinion and my own, I would say, what do I want in life, and that is somewhere hurtful to people. But one thing that I would really like to add is that when to stop and when to say no should be a criteria for your own self. Because if you keep on doing things and keep on making others happy, somewhere you are drained out and you don't feel what to do. You are left just like that. अब मैं क्या करूं? So कहाँ पे रुकना है और कहाँ पे ना बोलनी है, वो बहुत जरूरी है. When it takes a lot of you, I feel our Indian society is made in a way that sacrificing our own needs is considered to be very, very sublime. And I feel we have seen the generation above, हमारे से पहले वाली जो generation है, we have seen them giving up their own needs, desires, and sacrificing. but probably that has left a great wound inside them, that has done a lot of damage and scar. उनके अंदर बहुत परेशानी हुई उन चीजों से. And I think we being Gen X, we being a little more I would say, हमने उनके भी experiences को देखा है और अपने भी experiences को देखा है, and we are in a better position to at least stop being totally giving into things, or at the same time or being aggressive, but to have a moderate way. So yes. Building our own boundaries is very important. Like it should not be that आप बार बार लोगों को खुश करने में लगे हो, you are pleasing people and then people step on you and your needs and move ahead. So you should recognize where to stop, when to stop, and when to say no.
Yes, so one should learn to say no, and that is very important. Yes, exactly. Okay, so ma'am, I have 2 phrases, and ये मेरे दिमाग में कब से घूम रहे हैं कि मैं पूछूं. Okay, so these 2 phrases are happiness is a luck or it is a practical mindset. So I want you that what you should prefer, like happiness is luck hai ya it is a practical mindset, please ma'am.
It's a very interesting question. I feel that most of the people feel that probably he or she, हम जब दूसरे को देखते तो हमें लगता है कि he or she is happy in life because they have better resources than what we have. They have a better probably lifestyle, or probably they are very strong inside. But let me tell you, happiness comes with a lot of practical exposure to your own self. अपने आप को खड़ा कर देना बहुत सारी situations में और उनसे learning लेना. So I would say it's no luck. It's simply an experiential game that we all play with our own minds, and it's very important that there are people, there are some people who are very hardy by nature. They are tough. They want to take up challenges. However, there are some who are very sensitive. They थोड़ा सा हिचकिचाते हैं कुछ भी अपनी बात बोलने में भी. So probably there is definitely उनका personality type अलग है. I totally understand. But then the only difference is their own exposure to the situation and their learning. Yes. Suppose something unpleasant has happened to me or to you, and if you come out of it unlearned, I feel that is the biggest failure. However, challenges, sufferings, pains तो सबकी life में होंगे. But the only task that we should focus on, that okay fine, this has happened and we should take our own grief time. I am not saying कि उस चीज को reject कर दो. Take your own grief time to at least recognize that this is not something that I wanted, but this has happened. Now that acceptance, let it seep in, and probably then strengthen your game. Come out of it with a learning. Yes. Supposing like this lockdown, no one had hoped for that this would happen. दूर तक किसी को नहीं पता था. But yes. I feel that this kind of time was needed in the human race and humankind, because we all needed to reflect on each other, said what are we doing, where are we running, in which race, and is it are we giving a lot of time to our own selves, our own mental health? Are we actually happy? So probably that stopping and realizing was necessary. And even in life, we all go through experiences that are not very happy, joyful, and it's very important to, I feel, that take that learning and then come back. तो मुझे लगता है कि हमेशा खुश रहना टास्क नहीं होना चाहिए, पर हाँ अगर आपको कोई भी पेन है, कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है, उसको कैसे अनफोल्ड करके सॉल्यूशन बेस्ड अप्रोच लेके कैसे दोबारा स्ट्राइव करना और टू बी बैक इन द गेम इज मोर व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. चेजिंग हैप्पीनेस इज नेवर द गोल. I feel that feeling happy and probably making yourself strong enough, और strong से मेरा मतलब ये है कि आप पहली बात आप सीखते हो, आप माफ करते हो अगर किसी ने कुछ गलत कर दिया, कुछ भी ऐसी सिचुएशन है, you move ahead, you forgive. Sometimes it's not important. आपको लगता है नहीं मुझे, you don't want to forgive people, it's okay. At least for your own sake, for your own health, for your own mental peace, move ahead. Look at the opportunities, look at the world. Because we feel that हम अपनी दुनिया को बहुत छोटा सा बना लेते हैं. However, it is very large. It's very, जितना अपने आप को हम expand करेंगे, the more we throw ourselves to more new experiences, the more new mistakes we will make and the more learning we will have.
Exactly. Okay, so now moving to the last question, and I think this is a personal question to you from my side, and that is, do you feel joy or happiness in giving or receiving, and why?
Okay, so you are actually talking to a wrong person. When I would say that, you know, there are some people who are empaths and there are some people who are receivers, right? So empaths have a great role. उनको बहुत देने में बहुत खुशी मिलती है अपने. But I feel that over the time I've realized that I was giving extremely, like I was throwing myself to situations where I had to go out of way to reach out to people's need, and that would give me a lot of happiness. और कई हम में से बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो ये सब करते हैं. हम over gestures करते हैं. We put in a lot of pressure on our own selves just to see that smile on others' face. We overexpose ourselves to situations and people. I feel हम दूसरों की खुशी के लिए कुछ भी करने को तैयार हो जाते हैं लाइफ में. And I feel that somewhere we feel कई लोगों में ये नीड होती है कि उनको दूसरों के लिए करके अच्छा लगता है. When I think it's important, but ultimately at this stage of life I feel that it's important to give, and it's also important to let give. So you have to make that space wherein you are giving and the other person is also having that space. आपको उस relationship को suffocate नहीं करना है सिर्फ with the mere giving. So yes, I was a giver initially, and I have learned that receiving is also as important for my survival and for my mental health as giving is. So ultimately my principle is give and let give. So you leave, because I'll tell you something, if अगर आप मिक्सी में बहुत ज्यादा सामान डाल देते हो तो वो चलती नहीं है, वो चर्न नहीं होती है, राइट? अगर आप उसको थोड़ा सा एयर सैक उसमें रखते हो तो वो अच्छे से चर्न होती है, राइट? So that's how we feel that our relationships and people should be with us. We should keep that little oxygen, little breathing space in relationships or with other people, wherein they don't feel. दूसरा इंसान भी तो कितना ओवरबर्डन हो जाता होगा ना जब आप you are doing gestures all the time, and they feel burdened by the mere fact that what will they do now, and they'll have to, how will they match up to those standards. So I feel a little breathing space is important in all the relationships, whether even if it is your closest relationship, I would say. अपना भी स्पेस लीजिए, सामने वाले को भी दीजिए. It's very difficult to practice. I am still struggling to practice it in my daily life. But as much as we do, हम जितना सीख सकते हैं, I feel उतना सीखना चाहिए.
I would say I love your perception, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I love your perception.
Thank you. And I think with this, I would like to share a small story. Then I see a lot of viewers have joined in. It's a story of Upanishads actually, and it's a story based on happiness. So there were two birds sitting on a tree, right? And one, it was asked by the nature god. पहली bird से पूछा कि are you happy? So the bird says yes, I'm happy. And then it was asked to the second bird, are you happy? So then she said, I am happy seeing the first bird happy. So yes, happiness is a very personal concept, but it is also a very relative concept in a way that you yourself can derive happiness from a lot of other things. You can derive happiness from your own self, from your people around, rather than of being very competitive and jealous of how they are in life. If we start appraising or learning or probably just being happy and proud of what they are today, I feel most of the problems will be solved.
Exactly. So it is a state of mind where you just it is the thing which is internal as well as external.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I got your point. So from now, मैं ये नहीं बोलूँगी कि हाँ it comes within. It is also affected by internal as well as external, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now I want you to say something about Webicon.
So I'm very grateful to Webicon India for giving me this kind of platform where I can come and talk to many people at once. I mean, people pay for these kinds of workshops, and
Yes.
they are providing it out in open, free for everyone. So yes, kudos to you people, and you're really doing a great job bringing so many professional and experts on a platform where they can exchange ideas and they can reach to mass number of people. And whoever needs to hear this today, I feel jisko bhi any of your session, any of your like today it was happiness, so I feel that people would have related to their own experiences. It's not someone who will attend will not go empty handed, they will definitely have a take home message.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so yes, this is my personal question. और like जब मैंने ये टॉपिक सुना तो मेरे दिमाग में ये चीज कब से घूम रही है. So I want you to clear that. आज का हमारा टॉपिक है मैम how to hack happiness, right?
Yes.
So what I think is happiness is not a system which is to be hacked, right?
Yes.
But people always call it as कि hack the happiness. So why it is like this?
देखिए, जब मैंने ये टॉपिक सुना था ना तो मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगा था. ठीक है, I should say it, but then it's okay. मेरे को तो happiness के बारे में बोलना था, तो but yes, it's not a system that can be hacked. It's not something that can be chased. It is something to be felt. It is very experiential, and yes. I feel it's something that drives you for the rest of your life. Like I told you, each of us wants to be happy, and हम दो तरीके की चीजों में खुशी जी happiness ढूंढ सकते हैं. Either they are very materialistic, or they are very related to your own self and your own accomplishment and other things in life. I won't say spiritual because then most of the people would not relate to it. But yes, materialistic things give us happiness and pleasure to a certain extent. Like getting a new phone would probably give me that thrill for 2-3 days. But 4th day, I will chase my happiness onto something else. Oh, phone to le diya, earphone to liye nahi. Like iPhone comes with a whole kit. You need to actually spare 2 lakh to have a whole iPhone family, Apple family. I'm not saying it's wrong to do that. It's perfectly fine. Until and unless there is that one trigger in you that is it something that I really want in my life? When we start to distinguish between a need and desire, then the question really begins in. You go to shop, आप शॉपिंग करने जाते हो, आप अगर इस माइंडसेट के साथ शॉपिंग करोगे ये मेरा नीड है या मेरा डिजायर है, probably most of the things that you come with towards your home are minimized. And therein I'm saying that I'm not a very minimalistic person my own self. I like to spend, but then ultimately I'm moving on to this perception that when we attach happiness to objects, when we attach it to things, or some, rather than हम हमेशा कोशिश करते हैं कि कोई चीज को प्रिक्योर कर ले, एक्वायर कर ले और खुश हो जाए. ये वाला टीवी, ये वाला फोन, ये वाली गाड़ी, ये वाला कपड़ा, and all these things. Rather than I would say the best, अभी तो COVID times में it's not possible, but traveling and experiencing that oneness that you feel with the nature can bring a lot of change in you. Music can bring a lot of happiness to you. And I would say other things, other forms of art, wherein you paint, you sing, you dance, can definitely change your entire perception of what you have been basing your happiness on from the previous years. एक थ्रिल, एक टेम्पटेशन तो जरूर मिलता है कुछ भी चीज को एक्वायर करके, पर कब तक वो रहता है? How long does it last?
Yes,
So
that is
we all
important.
need to ask each other. अपने आप से पूछना बहुत जरूरी है.
Exactly, ma'am. So now it's a wrap up time, and I want our audience to ask questions.
Okay.
तो अगर आपकी कोई भी क्वेश्चन है related to happiness, you can ask because we have a perfect expert with us.
All the viewers can, any of you have any question, anything, even anything to add to whatever I said, can be said in the comment box. We'll be very happy to read it.
Ma'am, I want to add on to whatever you have said. One of my mentors has suggested me this thing. You treat yourself like a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, that will bring happiness into your life. And I have experienced that too. और मैंने जब ये चीज अपनी लाइफ में अप्लाई की, we always have a subconscious mind, जिसमें हम जो सोचते हैं उसका कॉन्ट्राडक्टरी थिंग जो होता है वो हमारा सबकॉन्शियस माइंड सोचता है. अगर हमारे माइंड में एक नेगेटिव थॉट है तो वो हमें बोलता है कि नहीं, कहीं ना कहीं इट इज गुड फॉर यू, राइट? सो दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. एंड आई जस्ट वांट टू से वन थिंग कि एट द एंड ऑफ द डे अगर आप अपने आप को एज अ फ्रेंड रिलेट करोगे ना, यू डेफिनेटली गोना बी हैप्पी.
Yes. So you're true about saying that. I think हमारे भगवत गीता में एक बहुत अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है सारथी का.
Yes.
ठीक है. और कृष्ण भगवान सारथी होते हैं अर्जुन के. And I would say that concept applies to what we are today. Our inner consciousness is our own sarthi. So none of us in life, if we keep searching it in people, this person would make me happy, this person, most of the breakups, why do they happen so rapidly? क्यों होते हैं? We start to realize that this person is not giving me happiness. Let's go on to another person. Let's go on to another person, the third, the fourth. But until and unless we understand that we ourselves can make ourselves complete and absolute, हम वो पूर्णता जो बाहर ढूंढ रहे हैं वो actually हमारे अंदर ही है. And once you feel that you're complete inside, you won't need people to complete parts of you that are really missing. Yes. So sitting with our own selves, most of the people don't want to sit with themselves. लोग बैठते ही नहीं अपने साथ कि ओवरथिंक करने लग जाएंगे, कुछ ऐसा सोचेंगे, कुछ ऐसा सोचेंगे. But if you're comfortable spending time alone, that's the best thing I think that you can do. मैं ये नहीं कह रही you do meditation, you do this, but at least if you are able to have a cup of coffee or cup of tea every day, you're spending at least 15 to 30 minutes with your own self, analyzing, sleeping in, accepting, then there are a lot of opportunities wherein I would say you will not face those challenges in life where other people face. And I see there is a question, and it said that how to make adolescents understand what happiness is. So see, adolescents are on their own journey of self-discovery. They are going through their own identity crisis, I would say. So they are in a way, they are on their journey to find meaning for their own behavior. Like I remember my adolescence, you would also remember, and when we go back, we feel, हमें लगता था कि हम जो बोल रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल सही है, मम्मी पापा को कुछ नहीं पता है. So one thing that adolescents really feel is that parents are right, but they also feel that parents are 199% irritatingly right. So,
yes, that
right. So probably for the parents, there's one good thing that I would like to tell you, that giving in, how you say things matters a lot on the behaviors, the attitudes, and everything. So your content can be true, but how you say it can, adolescents really make an issue out of it. They have a real good problem with आपने चिल्ला के बोला, अब तो मैं बिल्कुल नहीं करूँगा, आपने ये कैसे बोल दिया. So probably when it is said, when they're receptive, how it is said that we are not, हम दो तरीके से बात करते हैं adolescents के साथ. एक क्वेश्चन से, पढ़ाई कर ली, सोए थे, कब सो के उठे, ये कौन करेगा. So either there are questions or there is feedback. ये बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं है, ऐसे मत करा करो. तो avoid these two things. talking in questions and talking in feedback is the worst kind of communication that you have.
Yes.
Either talk to them in a way that you self-disclose, you share your own experiences and let them then talk. It will take a couple of days, ekdam se nahi hoga, but yes, it will really make a change. And then they're on their journey to strive for happiness. आप सिर्फ उन्हें expose कीजिए, आप सिर्फ उन्हें exposure दीजिए. I feel give them exposure to different kind of experiences and let them choose one. Give them
Yes.
exposure to different kinds of arts. Let them meet new people. Let them have their own time. Just आप उन्हें modalities दिखाइए कि ये है आपके पास. Just give them exposure, and I feel that probably in adulthood or late adulthood, they would definitely recognize what things make them happy and what things make them complete. So I think I answered the question. There was also one question which said that can we be alone happy? Can we be happy alone? Right? Yeah.
Yes,
Can
yes.
we be happy alone? So yes, हमने इसके बारे में बात करी. I think I have already answered this question.
Yes.
So, anything
Okay.
else? Yeah.
So आज like मुझे बहुत सारी अच्छी चीजों के बारे में पता चला आपसे बात करके, and it's very nice talking with you. So ma'am, it's a wrap up time now.
Yeah, sure.
It's already 30 minutes.
Lovely talking
Okay.
to you. पता भी नहीं चला कैसे time निकल गया. Thank you so much
Bye-bye.
to all the viewers for listening to me very patiently, and to Webicon India for giving me this opportunity. You guys are really doing great jobs. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you
Thank
again.
you, ma'am. Thank you. Bye.